Good morning. I am going to go ahead and flip this over as soon as I shut the book because I don't want to reveal everything too fast. Here we go. So today we will not be having a camera because I am currently in the process of rearranging my space, so you guys get a lovely photo slideshow of my childhood pictures, the good and the bad, so we'll see how it goes. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Bingon. Good morning, Deadlight Switch. If you haven't already taken off, going to say good morning to you. And I am so excited because I actually really like the page that we finished last week. By the way, let me know if the audio is too loud, or the music in the background. Again, everything's in flux, so resetting everything. I'm not sure if I got the levels just right. So of course, if it's too loud or too quiet, just let me know and we'll see how to fix that as we go. So opening up the book to last week's page, let me go ahead and slide this sucker over here and I will go full screen. There we go. We have this beautiful page where we're finally getting out of the woods and we were able to introduce Mia, Brush Bomber's character that we made on the last stream. So I'm really excited for that. So let's just take a really quick look at this. Remove the coffee cup. And we will lift the book up a little bit. So here we have, let's see if I can level this out a little bit. There we go. We have Lily B saying ruined. Now what do we do? Because remember, we just established on the previous page, if you don't know, I'll let you know, we established on the previous page that all their baking supplies were ruined by the bandits and the ambush. And Mia, who just happens to be passing through, says, "What are you all waiting for? Royal Bake Off is that way." And we have the processional toward the kingdom, which, by the way, that is a lot of characters drawn in a very tiny space. I'm really excited that we were able to get all 12 of them in there. It's a little scrunched and a little tough to see, but they're there. Schmiegal is carrying the Muffin Man, Batterson Crumpleton III, so he's in there as well. And then we come down here and look at that. We got our sussy crab soldiers, so that's exciting. And our party moving toward the light as they exit the forest or the little wooded area and head to the beach. And of course, the kingdom that is hosting this bake-off that we have so far established for our story. Hi Callie, can't stay as I'm going to see Batman. That's exciting, but I just wanted to say hi to everyone. Also, the art looks amazing. Thank you so much. Be gone super out of the loop on the story because I'm just now joining. I will do a quick recap. We can just page through besides. It's fun to look at the finished pages. We will back up to the beginning and take a quick look here at what we started with. So what we've done so far is really, if you page back to here, not everyone, but anybody that wanted to participate offered up a character for me to draw in the book, and so we've drawn in these new characters that we created for our story. Some were lended to us, some were created on the spot. Lily B was given to us on loan by Pilferpup. And then we also have Dr. Crow by Deadlight Switch was a pre-established character, as well as Candy with a K, the kangaroo character here. And what we did is we went ahead, once we've drawn up these characters, and put them into a comic. So this first page here, we introduce our first four from the first stream, and that is Chase with the books and Earl with the suspenders, and they're both checking out this cart. And then out pops Dave from the ground and our cat Zelda, who's just sleeping in front of the wagon. Just so everyone knows, this is mine, Dave laying claim. And then on the second page, we start noticing some of the other characters from the second stream. Lily B is one of them, and then we have these original four arguing over the cart. What makes it yours? It was left right in front of my burrow. Technically, it doesn't make it yours. If you didn't know, Chase is a know-it-all. And then Candy revealed inside the cart in that sack, and Mrs. Claus hiding behind the tree line. Only Zelda seems to notice, as Dave tells us, well, technically isn't here. The third stream, we decided that we were going to bring in our baddies. That's the villain stream, and we have here Dr. Crow and Candy Lamities swinging in from the trees. Crumpleton Batterson the third dropping in on the wagon right there, and Schmiegal and her very, very hairy legs popping in as well. So we have these four dropping in. Batter walk away if you know it's good for you. Everybody's hungry in the morning, I think, because a lot of our story has become food-based. And then Batterson saying, I won't sugarcoat it. I know a guy on Drury Lane. Candy Lamity, oh yeah, haha, 'cause you're a muffin. That led us over here for our last stream, well, not our last stream, the one before the last stream, where we have enough squawking. Hey, who are you people? And this masterpiece in the middle, we're the Bakery Bandits. Who? And these are really just a compilation of all the characters so far in one frame. And then down here we explain a little better. We were tying our story together because it's really all ad-libbed. We're making it on the fly on the stream, which we'll be doing again today. They're the ones who ambushed us. Yeah, broke our cart. They broke our cart and ruined all of our supplies. Which brings us back to here, the page that we finished last stream, which I was showing you guys for the first time in color. Ruined. Now what do we do? What are you all waiting for? Royal Bake Off is this way. The processional. And those sussy crab soldiers that we decided on the last stream, which I thought was really fun, leading us into our Beach Kingdom motif, which is really cool. So I'm going to let the cat out. He is scratching at the door, and then we will start on a brand new page. And Bingon, if you want to create a character, we can do that as well. So if you are interested in adding a character, it can be somebody that already lives at the Beach Kingdom. I know Tony, if you follow us Comic Maker, her husband Tony was here last stream, and he created a character that is going to be already existing here in the kingdom. Oh, you made it, friendy Leah! You're here! But not too long. Yard Sailing, have a fantastic stream. The story looks like it's going so well. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you're here. I'm going to go ahead and throw this back up on screen while I let the cat out. There we go. So I think, oh no, I took both my bookmarks out. I hate when I do that because then I end up having to hunt through here for my reference images when back where we established our characters. Let me rebookmark that. There we go. So now I'll be able to sneak a peek back here and find our characters. I know that, let me pull this over here for a sec and open this up. Tony had mentioned, so I don't watch Naruto, I haven't seen it, but he had mentioned that for his character he would like, for the competition host of our show, to be based off of the Naruto show host, and I wasn't sure who that is, so I'm going to just try to show this screenshot to you guys and see if you guys know who this is, because I don't watch the show, so let me know if I got this character right. Let me pull this over here. Do you see that? Is this the guy? Is this the guy? Is that the show host from Naruto? Did I grab the right character? Browsing Google, I have no idea what I'm looking for, so this is who I found. Hopefully I got the right one. But going back to this, it's a little scary to start the morning diving directly into a blank page. Usually there's a warm-up involved, like we create a character or we work on the previous stream's page, final touches. I guess we could do a little bit of that while we warm up this morning, but honestly, I don't really have a plan for this next page, which I never do. I always come ready to draw whatever we establish in the chat together. And I need your guys' help because I can't come up with this by myself. That's not the point. The point is for us to do it as a group and collaborate. So what I do know so far, that our premise has been that all of these characters, these guys, all of these characters are sort of hoarding as many baking supplies as they can, which has not been going well for them. And our rationalization for doing this is that the kingdom is hosting this big bake-off. So that's where all the food puns have led us. And we now have arrived at the kingdom. So now the real question is, what happens next? Now that they're here, do we dive right into like registration? Because I know that we've got 12 characters so far, so we've got 3 teams of 4. The Bakery Bandits obviously being a team by default. And then we have the original 4 interlopers who were trying to claim the cart, which makes a good solid team. And then the 3 who were hiding, but the original cart owners, I would call them a team. Mia, this Mia right here, who, can you see this? So Mia is, for those who don't know, Mia is a nature witch. She's a nature witch, but specifically mushrooms. And I tried to put the mushroom motif in as much of her design as I could, with the shirt and the hat and the little mushrooms following her, just kind of like populating on the trail behind her where she walks, because that's what she does. And it makes her a very valuable character too for a baking competition where, or a cook-off where, you know, being able to magically generate cooking supplies might not be so bad. And we have Mia, and we have a team of 3 that was short 1 person, so I'm thinking it is Lily B. Mrs. Claus and Candy's lucky day because they get Mia on their team. Nancy, ooh, registration would be good. Do a front shot of them standing at the door asking a crowd where the bake-off is. I like the slideshow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do think registration might be a neat, clean, tidy way to progress them into teams. Just like we know it because we're talking about it, but we don't see it. And, you know, the golden rule, show, don't tell. Show, don't tell. So that might be the way to go, is to do some team registration. The slideshow, yes. So, like it says in the slideshow, I'm not sure how big it's showing up on your screen if you're able to read the text on the text slide, but basically I am redoing my office. That is why I'm not on camera today, and we are getting childhood photos as sort of my peace offering for not having my camera up. And again, Bingon, welcome to the stream. I'm so glad that you're here and that it's your first time visiting us. We like to make new characters for new visitors who want to be a part of the story. You're more than welcome to help drive narration, like when I'm asking questions about, okay, what do I draw? What are we doing? What is the premise? What is the plot? What is going on in this scene? Everybody's welcome to pitch ideas. There's no like, well, that's my character, so I don't want to do that idea or anything like that. This is collaborative, so everybody is welcome to pitch an idea. And we can make new characters. I think having a new setting, we have an opportunity for new characters, but don't feel like you can only speak for your character, and if you don't have a character that you can't participate at all, because that's not true. Everybody can participate, everybody can help decide where the story is going, and it can be as wacky as you want it to be, because already we've got a talking muffin, a talking plant, a cat and a rabbit and a bird, evil scientist kind of guy, as well as some like Among Us looking crab soldiers, so nothing is too weird. I'm sitting here rummaging through my old drawings for a character, but I only have like one I could maybe loan. That's okay. That's alright. if you want to loan me a character, you can drop it in the Discord. Oh yeah, and if you do not know this already, let me check and make sure it's in the description before I tell you it's in the description. Yeah, I have a link to my Discord in the description of this video. So if you would like to join the Discord, you're more than welcome to click that link and join us over there so we can hang out even off stream. But for right now, yes, be gone. If you have a character and you find him or her, or if you find the character that you would like to loan, just drop them in the Discord in the art gallery section, and I will use that for reference. We can just pop them right into the story. No hesitation. I don't even need to do like a headshot back here. If I have a reference, I can just dive right in to this part. And I heard a ping. That was fast. And there it is. There's the character. Oh, that's a cute character. I love the design. Let me see if I can show you guys this. Boop, boop, boop. I will come over here and interrupt this for just a moment so I can bring you guys this preview. Look at how cute this character is. They are going to fit in wonderfully here, so that's going to be really cool. Awesome, so we'll get your character into this story. And let's go ahead and start with our registration. So I will say, other than the 12 contestants that we already have in the book right here, we have Tony's character waiting in the wings, and he's going to be the contest host. And then your character can be involved as like somebody who's helping with the contest, or do you want them to be somebody who's competing in the contest? You can also describe a new character. Yeah, that's true. You don't have to lend a character. There's always the opportunity for anybody that's watching to create a new character on the fly. For instance, Candy Lamity created on the fly, Shmigao created on the fly, Crumbleton created on the fly, Borrowed created on the fly, 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 Borrowed. Let me scoot over so you can see Lily Bee. She's at the front of the processional because I got about here. I got to Shmigao and I was starting her drawing, and I was so focused on like, oh, the cat's gotta be in here and we've gotta make sure we get the muffin in here, that like by the time I got to the final 3 tall people, I was like, wait a minute, I messed up my head counts. Somebody is missing from this processional, somebody who's right up here in this panel. So I was like, I gotta add Lily Bee somehow. And so I just put her out front, like putting a paw up to kind of like look into the distance, like, is the kingdom this way? Really? Are you sure? A little body language there. And speaking of, it's a little kind of hard to read, so maybe if I come in here with a little bit of a white outline just to kind of break her apart from her surroundings. I will say I'm really glad to not be drawing this red road and grass anymore because that got old. By the time I was done with this page, it probably shows too. Like it looks kind of sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. The colored pencils just look really scribbled in there. But I just reached a point of I can't do this anymore. The grass and that dark red maroonish color. I'm so glad to be moving on to the beach. It's gonna be so nice. I'm not really sure because he was more or less just a doodle, so he doesn't have a name or personality or anything. Okay, well we're gonna have to, it doesn't have to be right now. We can wait until we get him into the story and see what he's doing, but we'll get this character a name and an identity. He's a great design though, I really like it. Very nice design. Alright, so you roll up my sleeves. We gotta start drawing now. I've talked enough about what we have. Now we have to work on what we do not have. Not that we do not have yet. So, oh, this is gonna be so hard. Okay. So registration. We have 4 teams, and we have these panels, which that's always the tough part too, is looking at the book and what it gives us. Like, I feel like this page would have been so much better because I could have done team 1, team 2, team 3. You know, like, oh, that would have just been perfect. But no, that's 2 pages away. So I gotta somehow make registration fit in these boxes. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. So help me out, throw me a bone, give me your ideas. I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Okay. Oh, my cat got me. Can you guys see that? A little bit banged up, but the stream must go on. Maybe some kind of problem with registration so we can stall the teams. That's true. Maybe we can stall it. And then when we get here, do that beautiful team lineup. Or maybe that beautiful team lineup can be like, maybe this would be better served when the competition's actually starting and it's like they're doing the 3, 2, 1 countdown and you're seeing like the anticipation for the first event. That might be better served here. So maybe we should make registration fit so that we can get into the goods here. You can show a picture of the person asking about registration. Oh, that's true. That's true. So we could do like, maybe like one of those crab guys with a clipboard. Okay. So first of all, we need a clipboard, right? Like, I feel like they look like this. I'm not really pulling one out for reference, but then we can have like his little claw going like that around the clipboard. My hands cannot be shaky yet. I haven't even finished my coffee. Oh. So, you guys can't see that. Let me grab the riser. You look so pretty. It's my slideshow today. I'm not even on camera because of reasons. Okay, alright, so this might be a little easier now if I get it on the riser. It's like a zoom function, except not zooming, just lifting. It's a manual zoom. The lens isn't doing the work. The subject is. There we go. Alright, so we've got this claw holding on to this clipboard, and then we need a speech bubble, right? Like, he's got to say something about registration. So, like, these photos are so banged up too. I wish they were in better condition, but clearly they've been scratched up and stuff because they're snapshots of real photos. They're not like a digital gallery. These were physical photos that I have of my childhood, and so that was me falling over after doing a cartwheel. Not my most shining moment, but caught on camera nonetheless. So here we have our speech bubble. It should say something like, team registration, or get your team registration, or how should I word this? Every team needs to register. Like, register your team here. Register your team over here. That could work. Should I turn down the brightness on this light? Is it washing this out too much? That might be a little better. We'll try that. My mom got so mad at me when she saw that photo on the elephant. She was like, did you cut up my photo? But it was like, I had made a copy before cutting it with those like, you know, those like crimpy scissors, the fun ones you get when you're a kid and you're trying to make like scrapbooking stuff or something. And she was about to go off on me before I saved myself by telling her, no, this is just a copy. I did not cut up the original. However, I do think that copy is the only copy now. I don't think the original exists anymore. All right. So, our crab guys, it's got like this round, very like, ooh, trying to get the curvature just right. Because we want like the sussy helmet. Gotta stick to the motif. But first, we gotta get the curvature of that body first. So there's that. And then helmets go like this. There we go. Maybe we can even add like shine lines on the helmet, you know? I know it's hard to see, it's pencil. We'll add, well, I think we can actually ink this one right away because that was an easy one. First panel down, guys, we did it. Well, I say down, but then I still gotta actually put the ink on it so you guys can see it better and make it, you know, permanent. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's ink this. I've got my brush pen. Let's make it permanent. No turning back. We're gonna do team registration. And then the crab claw goes like that. When I first started doing these streams, I didn't even want to drink coffee. I was like, no, my hands are going to be too shaky. I can't do it. But you know what? Until I changed the stream time to be later in the day, I really need the coffee. So you get a little wiggle here and there on the paper. It just is what it is. It's organic, you know. It's okay, I think. I think we're safe to have a little wiggle in our line art if it comes down to it. I'm going to stand up for this one so I can get to the top of the page. We've got our sussy guy, and I also want to get this curve pretty nice. There we go. All right. Moving along. And then just this, oh man, I'm really getting shaky now. That was not a straight line, but that's okay. They don't have to be. These dialogue bubbles are kind of shapely too anyway. They've been pretty shapely throughout. So we'll continue that. And then we will connect that and add the text. But we'll do that not in the brush pen because we learned our lesson from doing that before. It is just not ideal. We will do it in, squeaking on my chair too much. We'll do it in this micron pen. A little bit more control over the line weight this way. So we'll just pop these letters in. I'm focusing so hard, I don't want to write in typos. It's not really a typo. I guess you would just call it a spelling error when there's no typing involved, right? Like, This is handwritten lettering, so can't really call it a typo. If I wrote it out by hand, here we go. Register your, oops, I didn't mean to make the E and the T touch like that. Register your team. Over. Struggling with those R's today, I don't know why. Boom, first one down. Just gotta let it dry for a split second and then we can erase it. Erase it. Where's my eraser? Okay, and then we can erase it and we will be able to draw the next one. So the easy part's done. We have our crab soldier asking us to register, and then our next panels look like this. So if we tackle this top like half, top half. Oh man, it's so hard to show you guys this because I've got it zoomed in. Yeah, if we finish these top four, then we can kind of figure out what to do with the bottom half without having to plan that far ahead. I just think that we gotta sort of think about what we want to do in this space and how we can use that. I'm going to try to erase this without shaking the camera too much. It is mounted, so there might be a little wiggle. Alright. So now we have teams of, for some reason I feel like he needs eyebrows, so you can have, that's a valid point. We could do some like cartoony eyebrows outside of the visor, or let me grab the pencil. Do we want to be able to kind of like see through the visor? What kind of eyes and eyebrows should our crab have? And is he deadpanning? Is this like a deadpan expression? You could have someone ask a question about registration and then a large square. You could just have a list of everything that they're supposed to have to register. Usually people just bend the visor to make eyebrows. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, like this top line, you would, if you wanted to do like a quirky look, you would just kind of like he's raising his eyebrow like that. I feel like a deadpan look would just be like a straight up circle unblinking eye like that. Like register here, but then it looks like this is a cutout and not a visor. I think maybe we'll emote by bending the visor like Begon said for the next one. There we go. But then again, what you were saying, so you were saying something about ask a question and then we can have some exposition, which I do think is smart and it's a good use of the space. So let me back up and read that again. You can have somebody ask a question about registration, and then in the large square, I just have a list of everything they're supposed to have to register. Okay, so yeah, like the terms and conditions, do like a terms and conditions, and it can even be like just this ongoing like tale of like maybe even further out, this ongoing tale of like dialogue boxes that just stretch and keep going. Or even, man, to make it even seem more confusing, they could have them like loop almost. So we could do like I'm going to pull this back a little bit here. And then again, just continuing that idea, but this time when we connect it down here to the bottom one can actually loop back up, like, oh wait, there's more, this just keeps going. Like that. And then like the original tail could also just kind of like go back up to this crab guy in the previous panel. So we'll do like that. That could work. Okay, so being straight this time makes him look bored, so the next time if he gets frustrated or annoyed, you can bend the visor. Yes, exactly. We can start emoting them, but he should, yeah, I think like a very flat expression as he says, register your team over here, probably for the millionth time. That's suitable. And then they could need name, address, recipes, whisks, size, favorite color, favorite pastry, or something random. I think that's great, especially the random, like, how is this relevant kind of questions. Like, it could be really fun and it could be really funny. So I like that. We just have this guy sort of like blah, 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 going on and on and on. But who's gonna ask the question then? Who will be our voluntold in character this time? So we've had we've given lines to, let's take a look here. We've given lines to Lily Bee. We've given lines to all the villains. They had like a whole page and then some of talking. And no, everybody's kind of talked pretty equally, except for Zelda, but we're saving that for a special occasion because Zelda's a moody cat. Since Dave believes he's the leader, have Dave do it. Yeah, I think there's definitely some competition for who thinks they're the leader. But I think in that first original group, you're probably right. Dave, despite what anybody else might say, I don't think he's ever going to be deterred that he is in fact the chosen one and the leader. And obviously just the star of the show. Cute little Dave popping out of his bureau? Wow. Burrow. I can talk, I promise. Okay. So then, let's see. Register your team over here. It could be something like, something to the effect of teams. I didn't know we had to be on teams, since those first four weren't really on a team. They just kind of stumbled into the scene, so maybe that could be it. Teams, I didn't know we had to be on teams. Let's try that. And then I'm gonna put it over here on this side too. I was thinking I could do it on text and then character, but I kind of feel like we should read expression first, see the character, and then the line. So, it could be like, something like that, like teams, I didn't know we had to be, what did I say? I already forgot. I think that was it. I think that was what I said. Teams, I didn't know we had to be on teams. Let me add that. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm having trouble remembering. Now, so I'm going to try to center this a little better. So, teams. I'm writing the same word for like the 5th time. Teams. Let me see if I can scooch this a little more so you can see it a little bit. There we go. I didn't know we had to be or need to be. Had to be, need to be. Same amount of words, but not the same amount of letters. We'll do had. Had to be on teams. There we go. Teams. I didn't know we had to be on teams. That works. That fit pretty nicely, and I think I need to extend my lead a little bit more. I have all these fancy drawing pencils, and yet I always end up just using a mechanical pencil anyway. Oh well, it's fine. This is fine. So Dave, what kind of an expression do we want for Dave here then? Blurp, 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 blurp. I'm trying to think. Should he be like, what's a thinking pose? Thinking pose, thinking pose. Drink more coffee, that'll help me think. Ah, he did. My cat did get me. Shrimp got me pretty good, actually. I think it was shrimp. It might have been Trooper though. Anytime you like try to pick him up like off of the sofa or a couch or a bed, well, sofa and a couch is the same thing. But basically if he's comfortable and you try to pick him up, he digs in his claws really fast. So it might have been Trooper, a sweet boy that he is. He can be pretty vicious by accident. Okay, so Dave here. First of all, we know that no, I think that's a good spot. We know that Dave has a very round head. Oh, my lead. My pencil lead. There we go. Ooh, my hands are so shaky. Maybe that last cup of coffee wasn't a great idea. Or last sip. Okay, do a thinking pose or a face of annoyance. Or a face of shock. Yeah, we should do that. Thinking pose might be a little too basic. But if we did, oh, you know what, now that I think about it, like now that I read that, I just keep thinking like that shocked expression from Animal Crossing. Like, you know how you get little emoticons if you, I don't know if you play, but if you get little Animal Crossing emoticons and they do this like shocked face, it's so cute, and their bodies just kind of like stay behind, like they're leaning forward, their head's leaning into it, like what was that? And then there's like, hang on a minute though. We've got like, this may not be as easy to replicate with this guy because he's got this flower petal mane going on. But we'll try it. We'll try. Where's the line I wanted to keep for that one? It's a little hard to, it's so hard to like space these evenly already, like because I'm crunching to not touch the side here. The top one is so much bigger than the side petal, so let's adjust. So we'll get this top petal to come like this. Like, you put your lips together like this, like Sebastian says. Accidentally or on purpose. By accident. You could do what? You could do a thinking pose or a face of annoyance or a face of shock. By accident. Yeah, me. Accidentally on purpose, drawing things the wrong way or the right way. Depending on your perspective, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, right, so then I think if I just make this bottom one a little bit longer, we'll have a pretty even ratio. But that also means we lose that that craning neck, unfortunately, a little bit with the pose. But hopefully it still reads. The body is back here. You know, like all of this is the body. Hopefully that'll still read. And we've got to give him that round mouth thing. You said he can be vicious by accident. Oh, that. Yeah, by accident. Trooper being vicious by accident. Silly cat. Got Dave's little snoot. It's got like a snoot. And I feel like here we can get kind of like with the visor thing, what Begone was saying. Was it Begone? I think it was Begone. Yeah. What Begone was saying with the visor is like how you can bend things to get a certain shape. We can sort of finagle his mouth here on the end of his snooty thingy. And to sort of like express his dismay. And then of course there's always the eyes. I'm trying to think, how do I 3D the snoot a little bit? And I think this is the way to go, maybe. Just create a little bit of like a plane there. And then this will all look better, I'm sure, once we get some pen on it, some ink on it, so you guys can read the pencil. Well, it won't be pencil at that point, but so you guys can read the line art a little better. So Dave here, Teams, I didn't know we had to be on Teams, and then shocked eyes can be like these really big Mario style eyes, and then eyebrows that just pop off the head. Like Nancy was saying earlier, just have these very cute eyebrows that just pop up there. I think that works. Man, we are trucking today. Look at us making money moves. So then let's go ahead and make it permanent by adding some ink. Okay, the scary part. We'll start with this. And we'll bring this around. I think I've kind of, unfortunately, bent up the nib of this pen a little bit, jamming it back into its cap without realizing it, like catching, you know, the nib. And it's kind of made it fray a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate. So that's sad day that my beautiful brush pen is a little damaged, but I have nobody to blame but myself. There we go. There's that extra plane on the face to give us depth for this cute little creature. And then he needs his eyebrows coming way up here. There we go. The eyes. Doing this number. And the head, of course. Oh, I just don't feel like I can do that from that angle. Oh. No, I'm losing it. Thank goodness I'm not a doctor. Alright, let's get these petals in here. Caution to the wind. We're just gonna put it in. This is happening. Dave is getting first draft ink on the first draft of his portrait today. So hopefully it's a good one, because it's happening, it's permanent. I keep saying that as I'm doing it, but you guys already know. Alright, so, oh, right, of course. And then we have our body, our torso. That is just sort of hanging back like that. And then, clear my throat a little bit. You know, I think these go so much faster because they're headshots, right? Like, really, it's so much quicker to just draw headshots. And sometimes, like when we were back here, sometimes it's super impactful too. Like, these are just headshots, right? And I mean, even these are just sort of busts. And it's like, oh wow, the detail, the beauty, the whatever, the effort. But honestly, these headshots are just so much easier than these full body, you know, because then you gotta worry about anatomy and you gotta worry about proportions. I love Dave's character. He has so much sass for a flower. Isn't that the truth? He really does. I'm like so glad that Callie gave us this character. He's been brilliant the entire time. He's just a lot of fun. And he is so sassy. He's been sassy since his grand entrance. And I think it's fair to call it a grand entrance. It was pretty grand. Make those corners touch, and then we'll get a little bit bendy here with the bottom edge. There we go. And then switch pins so we can type in the text. Here we are, still using digital terms. We are on page, gosh, I don't even know, what page are we on? 6? We're on page 6 and I'm still using digital words. I think all artists should collectively agree to only do headshots from now on. Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, it's just, it looks so good. Like, oh, we're spotlighting this character and it's glorious, but at the same time, it's like, it's so much less effort. It's so much easier than, like, Mia here looks pretty amazing too in her full body shot, but I can tell you this, that definitely took a lot longer than the both of these combined. Okay, so his dialogue. Let's get his dialogue in here. I have the book tilted. I'm wondering if I'm writing this crooked. Let me scooch this a little bit and try to keep the book straight so I can make sure I'm not writing like crooked up the page or crooked down the page, because that would just be awkward. Teams. Dave didn't know we had to be on teams. You could have them all start going for the same characters for partners and have them kind of going back and forth about why those people should be partners. I could definitely see that. There are certainly some standout characters that would be particularly clutch to have in a competition like this. Teams, I didn't know we had to be on. Teams. And now that we got that, we need the eraser again. What did I do with that? Where did I, there it is, found it. So I think it's safe to start erasing. Oh, I'm so sorry for the wiggle. I feel like it's even worse when I have it on the right. I'll try to be more gentle. It wiggles so much, especially when this is up on the riser. For some reason that seems to just make it worse. Like I said, I'm switching up my studio setup, so all these little quirks hopefully will be resolved when we get everything positioned the way that it's going to be once the new desk gets in. Really, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a new desk to arrive. And we'll just clean up this text here. And we'll have ourselves two oh, I didn't erase all the pencil on this side. How'd that happen? Okay, so now we have ourselves our first two beautiful panels. I love them. They look lovely. And yeah, let's see. How the heck is your handwriting so perfect? Oh man, yeah, I just like, aside from the letter N, all the other letters I just write in caps, and I don't know. Like, this is how, funnily enough, like, not that I want to give credit to the military for making me write this way, but like, when you're, at least for the Navy, when you're in boot camp, you have to like, you have to write the way they write. They make you write what's legible or considered like standardized for them, which is caps like this, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, capital like this. And I was actually asked to each day to redo our like log entries, to like copy them over onto a clean sheet. And like, because everybody that was standing watch would do watch and they would write their logs, but then I would copy everything over at the end of the day to make it nice and clean and beautiful like this. It's like a lot to practice. I feel an office tour coming on. Yeah, once everything's all beautiful and set up, I would be so happy to share that with you guys. So we have, oh man, so we have all these boxes here. Register your team here. Teams, didn't know we had to be on teams. It's so funny you mentioned the handwriting too, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, I wrote this so sloppy. This M looks messy. These R's are messy. But as long as it's readable, that's the important part. We have, okay. So we have these boxes now to talk about team registration. And we should do that. What kind of things can we put in here? Should we do it like last time where I just go ahead and make the boxes and then we just fill it in with what fits? Or should we be more preemptive and write the text first? Team name, whisk size, recipes. Oh, that's so cute. And so I'll put each team must submit. Each team must submit the following. Okay, so this bubble clearly has to be bigger. Each team must submit the following. And then we'll have a team name, whisk size, and of course, their soul. Write the text first. Yes. And that right there was probably like the perfect reason why I should write the text first, because I was like, oh, this box needs to be bigger. So let's center that up. And that wasn't center, so we'll try again. There we go. Each team must submit the following. Blah, blah, blah. Team name, whisk size. So we'll do team name, make sure I spell this right. Whisk size. That's so cute. Team name, whisk size. Standard. Should we do like a... Each team must submit the following: team name, whisk size. Signature recipe. Didn't center that one. Signature recipe. And then maybe some more goofy ones. The someone has to be dropped in the middle like it's flour. Special moves. So each team must submit the following. There we go. And I'm going to redo it in ink, but I just wanted to correct that right there. Team name, whisk size, signature recipe. What is it called when you like surrender all your rights to something, or you, I'm trying to think of a way to sort of write that in where it sounds like contractual. And they can win like $100 for the prize. Submit like a $500 entry fee for a $100 grand prize. Gotta read the fine print. Gotta read the fine print. Always read the fine print. So it could be like signature recipe, soul forfeiture. Submit to Her Majesty's Royal Baking Guard for 3 years. Yeah, that's sort of like the ultimate punchline of this whole thing, is like they think they're winning like a title, right? Like they think they're going to become something prestigious within the kingdom. They think they're earning a title, but really what they're doing is just earning like a job. They're just basically competing for the same job. Okay, so each team must submit the following. Team name, whisk size, signature recipe, soul forfeiture, and what is our and? What is our and gonna be? Okay, if my hand gets shaky after this, it's totally because I'm like almost done drinking this whole cup of coffee. All right, And special, and to Begon's point, we could put into any special talents. Any special talents. There we go. Now we have ourselves the kind of like the, well, at least maybe not the terms and conditions, but certainly the registration of fine print. Let's add some ink. Let's make it official. I just heard a ping. Let me find that ping. There we go. And there we go. I just had to answer that question very quickly because it was Pilfer. He wanted to know if we were streaming, and since we are, I figured I would drop him the link. And now we have, that got a little bit, there we go. I'll make that work. Hi Pilfer, how are you? This new setup is super nice, I bet you meant. Okay, super nice. Yeah, it's temporary. I just have, well, right now we have this up on a riser so we can see everything I'm doing much better, which is especially good for the pencils because it's so hard to see the pencils at a distance. But since we are renovating, you guys are getting a photo slideshow instead of my face today. So, which might be arguably better, who knows? But yeah, enjoy the slideshow, enjoy the stream, enjoy the art, I hope. And we will make a brand new page and keep this party going. So far we have, well, I'll have to show you in a minute, Pilfer, the previous page. We have made it out of the woods, I can say that much. Which, for me, after coloring grass for what felt like forever, it's so nice to be out of the woods. And we are just registering our teams, or we're learning what it takes to register a team for this great bake-off. And it is quite the involved process with all these special terms and conditions. Here we go. And I think since I did that one at a slant, I'll do this one at a slant. It wasn't exactly an even slant, but I'll try to touch it up slightly on the edge there. Yes, I am. I am streaming today. It is that time again. Time to stream. Let's connect these lines and get that last bit of terms and conditions onto the page. And I'm going to make this box slightly smaller because it looks like we didn't need it to be so big initially. When I mess up, I just make the lines thicker, and then nobody has to know long term that that was crooked. See? Genius. Whew, okay, done with the brush pen. Now time to go in here with the micron and write all those special terms in ink and make them permanent. I think I keep putting this pen back in the like pencil holder thing. But I keep everything else out on the desk, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I am trying. We are trying to make this happen. Here we go. So we have our sussy little crab soldier up here taking roll call basically with his clipboard. And then we have Dave over here asking the $1 million questions. Making Black Forest ice cream today. That sounds really cool. But I keep eating all the cake chunks that go in it. Not a healthy breakfast. A tasty breakfast, though. I could go for some cake. I'm gonna have some cake soon. Having a little bit of a birthday party tomorrow, which will be fun. Eat submit. I had dark chocolate for breakfast. You guys are all having all the sweets. If I had some in the house, you better believe I'd be eating it. But alas, there are no sweets in the house right now. Been avoiding temptation by just not buying it, and then I can just wallow at home in my cravings with no means of indulging. So we have team name, I just had non-sugary toast for breakfast. Okay, so one healthy breakfast out of the lot. I will say I haven't actually, I mean, aside from the coffee, does coffee count? Is that breakfast? I've had coffee. Coffee for breakfast. That counts, right? Right? Team name, whisk size. I probably could have centered that better. Like this huge gap here, and then I put that way too close to the top line. If it really bothers me, I'll come back with a whiteout pen later and center that up. The whiteout pen, unfortunately, when I do try to edit the text, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of becomes really thick, like it sits kind of thick on the page, and so I feel like you can tell. It's not an invisible fix for sure. You can definitely see where edits were made. Signature recipe, we're almost there. And any special talents. Whew. Banana is good for breakfast. Hello, la 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 la. Welcome to the stream. Banana is good for breakfast. Coffee is definitely breakfast. See? Valid. It does not count. Eat a banana and like, oh, okay. Maybe not valid. It's her as kid because she is redoing her office. Yep, that would be me. Those are my childhood photos. And any special talents. And you know what? This question is kind of perfect for Mia because she does have a special talent. I know that's a hot mess right now with all the pencil marks under the trying to talk. All the pencil marks here under the ink, but we'll clean that up. So it's gonna be a little shaky. I apologize, but it's only for a moment while I get rid of these pencil marks. Whew. I have to find a way to mount the camera next time that doesn't depend so heavily on me not shaking the table. Hello, Misty Mint. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We are working on a brand new page of our collaborative comic, and so far we have this Sussy Crab Soldier giving our cast of characters the rules for registration for this kingdom-wide bake-off competition that we're having. Man, some of these, I don't know if I might have erased too soon because I feel like I definitely picked up some of the ink. So I want to just sort of clean that up a little bit by putting some of it back that got a little picked up. and is looking a little bit rough. Maybe not that much, just a few spots. And now that we did that, Pilfer, I will be happy to show you, and of course we can show Misty too, our previous page. So let me drop the riser so we can take a look at, stretch, okay. We can take a look at this previous page. We'll stop the slideshow for a second. So here we have that page we were working on the last stream, and Pilfer, take a look. It's Lily Bee up here. So for context, we'll go back one page. We had enough squawking. Hey, who are you people from Dave? Which is what you're all probably wondering right now. So these four at the front of the card are the Bakery Bandits. Nobody else has ever heard of them. And Lily Bee down here explains, they're the ones who ambushed us. Mrs. Claus says, yeah, they broke our cart, and Candy says, and ruined all of our supplies. To which Lily Bee is like, wait a minute. Ruined? Ruined? Now what do we do? Enter stage left, Mia, Brush Bomber's character that she created last stream. And it says, what are you waiting for? Royal Bake Off is that way. Cue the processional. We've got all 12 characters heading that direction. And here we are, exiting the forest and entering the beachside kingdom. So that's where we were, and this is where we're headed. So we've got our sussy crab here, you know, these guys. Asking them to register your team over here. Dave didn't realize they were going to have to be on teams. And then he continues, our crab fella. Each team must submit the following: team name, whisk size, signature recipe, soul forfeiture, and any special talents. So that's kind of the situation right now, and we're going to go ahead and continue this page until we have all of these boxes filled. So we're just going to make up the story as we go. So, is that you on the bottom left? Yeah. I'll pull it back up. This is my solution to having no camera today for stream. I've just given you guys access to my childhood photos. So, those are me, pictures of me from when I was a kid. And then, are you going to be streaming today, Pilf? Good question. The crowd shot is really good. Thank you. And I agree. Thank you guys. Thank you. It was quite the challenge to put 12 characters into this tiny little sliver of a panel. I will say I'm not super satisfied with the coloring on it, but I was really tired last night when I was trying to color that, and I was so sick of coloring grass that at that point I was just like, I can't wait to not have to color this scene anymore. I'm moving on. We're going to the beach. Can't have it anymore. Can't handle it. No more wooded area. No more long grassy fields. Just straight up sandy beaches from now on. That crowd shot is, oh, wow, that's appropriate for your birthday. What's appropriate for my birthday? It is my birthday though, which is kind of exciting. Well, not today, but Monday is my birthday. So we're gonna celebrate tomorrow on Sunday, just so we can enjoy it a little bit instead of spending the whole thing at work. Wait, I wanted to break up some of these letters. I feel like they weren't super duper legible. So, is that better? Any special talents? Are there any other E's that don't read well that I can fix? I feel like this one got super small for some reason. I don't know. The handwriting is getting shaky and less controlled as we go, because I did drink a cup of coffee already, so it is what it is. Can I say that? Is that fine? Alright, so let's see. Well, thank you guys for liking the stream. I appreciate it. I just glanced up and saw. Thanks so much. And let's see, two super slender panels. What to do with these now? I guess we could do some like reactionary, like, ooh, maybe the like manga style cut to like close-ups of the eyes of people looking around, like who's on my team, like when you're playing dodgeball and you gotta pick teams. Oh, happy birthday. Well, early birthday. Yes, thank you so much, Misty Mint. That's so kind of you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's about to be my birthday, which I get. Oh, that's what's so appropriate, looking at pictures of me growing up, because it's like my birthday stream, kind of. So we're like looking through the past. A little bit of a birthday stream. Who knew? I didn't even know. Maybe that'll become the title of this stream once we're done. I do try to title them, like I'll edit the titles after to try to like pick out what was prominent about the stream, so that if anybody's like, oh, which stream was it where we did this or something, then hopefully the new titles post stream help out with that, helping you guys go back and find something if you're looking for it. Okay, so Pilfer, I hate to tell you this, but when we were moving things around in this office, like I have like a guest bed office sort of combo, I moved the bed and I found another pencil. So the actual projectile pencil count came to 13. You're still the winner, because you were definitely the closest. You still get to be our, what was the title? I can't remember this. The best pencil counter in Discord. You can, that honor is still yours. But so sad to say I did find one extra pencil that had gone missing. It had been MIA from the lodge. So the count now officially comes to 13. So I guess what we need here is some shifty eyes for our would-be teammates. We've got Dave up here. Who else didn't have, like, clearly the baddies have a team, and the hide and seekers, I guess I'll call them, the ones who were originally in the cart when it got ambushed, they're a team of 3. Mia needs a team, and I'm thinking she's gonna end up on that team. Bum bum bum, another pencil was found. Yes, unfortunately it does throw our total. Pilfer, you're not a fraud. No, you're absolutely legitimate. I am saying you're still the legitimate winner. You're still the closest to getting the count correct in that little guessing game that we played. The title is still yours. You are not a fraud. You are absolutely still the legitimate winner. Oh man, gosh. What do we put here? I'm still thinking shifty eyes, but I'm gonna look, because I think what I can do is pull up Pinterest for a really good reference of close-ups on eyes doing expressions, because that way I can create some really good ones for us. Facial expressions. And then scroll until I find... Man, where are all the references of just how to draw eyes when you need them? I feel like that should be in this category. Here we go. There's one. All right. So we will, we'll just let me doodle some eyeballs in here real quick. And let's make one of them look like, I'm gonna borrow this look real quick. So, and I am a lefty, so I'm sorry if my hand is like literally overshadowing the drawing at least from this side. Bloop, 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 bloop. And we'll just drop some irises in there like that. And then a little bit like this. Am I doing this right? We'll do, yeah. Okay. And whose eyes should these ones be? Oh, I did not exaggerate that nearly enough. We can do better. We can do better. We need, so I need this eyebrow to really come up here, like, hoo-yah. Like, whoo, really up there. And then we'll, there we go. And I'm feeling like this should be maybe, somehow I am ringing right now. So it should not be. One sec. Okay. All right, so whose shifty eyes do we got here? Oh gosh, there's one set of shifty eyes. I feel like this could be, if we add some glasses to it, these could be, what is his name? This guy. It could be Earl, right? Because Earl's not on the team, not automatically. He doesn't know who his team is. And Earl's glasses are shaped kind of like this. So there we go. We've got Shifty Eye Earl. In his glasses. And then we can do another one that's like, let's see. And then the eyebrows would be more like this. And that. Should these other set of eyes also be glasses eyes? Like, should we put Mrs. Claus's glasses on this one? Maybe? No, wait. She knows what team she's on. You think so? That shot is amazing. Aw, thank you. It's amazing what we can do when we have references. I feel like, maybe I should figure out whose face this is before I draw the expression on it. I guess we could do Chase's face and just get Dave's team together for this first. Like, we could start with that. Like, let's go ahead and assemble this whole team at least. Let's get Dave's team together. So we'll do Dave, Earl, Chase, and Zelda, the cat. Okay, so Dave, so if this is gonna be Chase, make it more anime. You've got to add the speed lines to the eyes. You could do Chase or one of the bad. Yep, I think Chase. And then speed lines to the eyes. How do I do that? Do I do like is this like this? Like, I think I got this. I think I know what you mean. Like that? So maybe then let's do Since this is like more of a chase eye, we'll do him sort of half-lidded, like he's not impressed, because he is kind of the know-it-all type. He's just sort of sussing out what his best options are. He's analyzing, he's considering what he thinks is best for him and his chances. So let's get in here with nope. I don't know what I did there. That was weird. Weird. So here we have which way should the eyes go? That one's looking that way, so we'll do this one looking this way. There we go. And then Chase has got that nose, so we'll just the hint of a nose here like that. Oh, this is becoming one of my favorite pages. Yes, like that. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay, that's very promising. It's becoming one of your favorite pages. How cool. And I'm glad I got the speed lines right, so I'll just add, maybe we'll add some more to this side too. So we gotta like, boop. And then for all the lines that went outside the box, we'll just do a quick erase like that. I don't think they should touch the glasses though, so it's a little hard because I think he's a little bit closer to this edge than to that edge, so. But we managed, it's there. So we've got Earl's eyes, we've got Chase's eyes. We'll just add a little bit of like, an ear here. And this will all be hair. And maybe this brow bone should not poke out that much. Brows, you know, would sit on the brow bone. So there we go. Ah, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Where does Earl's face end though? Maybe we'll just give him a little bit of a hint of, there we go, like that. And then, should we speedline this guy? I feel like consistency is kind of key, so we'll try speedlining Chase as well. Oh, not that one, that one didn't come out right. The whole trick to this, I think, is to try to make it look like they're all going to the same vanishing point, which is hard to do when I'm not using a ruler or a vanishing point. I'm just sort of eyeballing it. But we will make this work. Admittedly, this side was way better, or this first one was way better. The line art is so good, nothing impresses me more than great line art. Aww. Well, I'm glad. That's very promising. I'll shorten that one, and then, yeah. Alright, so are we ready for ink on these two? I think so. I think we're ready to add some ink to Earl and to Chase. So let me jump back over here with this brush pen. Maybe I'll just start with, actually I might save the brush pen for the glasses and then do the eyes first with the micron, I think. I think that might be a wise decision. Let's try that. All right. And I'm gonna swivel my chair a little bit so I can sort of turn my own body. I like, kind of like what we got going on here, so I'll start with this one. I have a super exaggerated brow, which honestly, that is so fun, having that super exaggerated brow there. Love it. What an arc, am I right? And then, yeah, let's get our irises in there. And there we go. And that. And now let's go in here with the brush pen and hopefully not destroy the whole thing. I'm gonna stand up, give myself a little better leverage. There we go. I'm so quiet because I'm focusing. I'm trying really hard not to mess up these glasses. Oh, I should go this way. I think I just messed them up a little bit. But it might be recoverable. You just gotta square these up a little more to match. So let's do that. How's that? Are we still getting by? Is this still passable? Alright, I think maybe that's okay. I can always just sneak in here with one of these. And clean up that spot that went too close to the panel line. Maybe let it dry first before I do that. With this. Looking good so far, thank you. I'm super glad. Because it's super nerve-wracking sometimes, especially with the brush pen. As much as I love it, I do love it. The brush pen does give us some super beautiful lines. Like the line weight difference is so nice. To be able to go like, go into this and just have that gorgeous, gorgeous liner or line weight difference to be able to, but I also, sometimes it has a mind of its own and goes a little bit too far. So now let's grab this pen again and we'll do the eyes down here. I want that pen. Yes, I know. The brush pen is something else. It's really nice. And it's really gone. What did I do with it? It probably ended up back in the pen box somewhere. Or the pencil box. Whatever this is called. Really? What did I do with it? Oh no. Oh, there we go. Yeah, here we go. Brush pen. Let's turn that around so you can see it. So I got this off Amazon. It's a Pigma brush pen. Doesn't really have like a size indicator or anything, just says like BR on the top like that. And let's see if we can bring that into focus. There you go. Just in case you're looking for one like this, I did get this off Amazon, and they sell them separately, so you can just get the one pen. I don't know, maybe like after this is all over, I can just drop the link in the description too, or in a comment if that's something you guys would be interested in. That line work is so clean. Oh, thank you. It feels, I don't know, I feel like I went too far with the glasses, but I appreciate that. Thank you. As long as it's still showing well and you guys still think it looks nice, we're winning then. That's a win. So let's go ahead and give Chase his line art then. We'll come in here and line him up. Literally. I think I'm funny. Here we go. And we'll do like that. And he needs his very shapely eyebrows too. I wonder if we'll be able to tell this is Chase without his signature waft of hair, like those bangs of his. Will it still be legible that this is Chase? These are the questions. And then just to give it a little bit more line weight, I'm going to go over that outer edge with a brush pen to help his panel stand out in its own way. We'll just give him a little bit of edging. And maybe even, yeah, do the nose like that. And come back in here with the sideburn and the ear. There we go. Not so bad. Man, we are crushing this page today. I feel like we've been doing really good. And then we're like halfway done. That's crazy town. So now we have these speed lines. Whoosh! Speed lines. And I want to use, I'm going to go one size. So I've been using the size 3 of the micro pens. That's what I write the text in for the speech bubbles. But I'm going to, for these speed lines, use a 1 size, the size for the speed lines. It's also, I used this size when I was drawing these guys here in this long lineup, this processional, because I needed the smallest. I mean, I could have gone one smaller. I could have gone this size, to be completely honest, which would have been smaller than this. But I'm not even sure this pen works. I'm not sure. So I just went with this, and it did the job, and we're going to do this again. Alright, so speed line time. Let's speed line it up. I feel like in a normal video too, like I would say something like speed line time, let's speed it up, and then this would be the moment where like the video goes into like a speed draw, like the footage is sped up and it looks like, oh wow, she's just whisking those lines right on the page. But no, that is not the case. We are being careful and meticulous. Careful and meticulous with our speed lines. Nothing hazardous about this. Although the hazardous might actually read better because it would be less shaky. My coffee-induced speed line work. Wait, no. Hopefully that's still okay. Now the other side. this way now. Oh, I hear a cat trying to get in. Oh, I know. Got kitties trying to break in and everything. So let's see. One more. I don't really like the way I drew these ones though. Not sure about that. Do I really want to make those permanent? Okay, Sarah. We're doing it. We're going for it. There, maybe that worked. Hopefully. Oh, I really hope so. I guess we'll find out. It's gotta be okay for my first set of speed lines though, right? Like, I get a little bit of a buffer, a little bit of a newbie grace period maybe. Oh wait, I can erase that because that's whiteout marker, more or less. But I can erase these. These are pencil marks, so let's do that. And take a look at what we got. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, I was just checking the music because I'm like, a little bit nervous. I don't want this to be something random that's not a part of my playlist. Not trying to take those risks, you know. Trying to be wise and prepared and avoid copyright strikes. There we go. So we have ourselves some very intense looking around with these characters. We have man, the glasses help a lot with this one for Earl, but Chase, maybe the coloring might help too to make them stand out as themselves. We'll see. But right now, we have ourselves a challenge. We have to figure out what to do with the next couple panels. So we're halfway through the page. We just gotta get the other half done. And if we're gonna continue it looks so amazing. Thank you. I'm really glad. I actually am really excited for this page. I agree. I think it's coming together really unexpectedly well. It's coming together so much better than I was anticipating, and I'm really thrilled about that. And you guys have given me some really great ideas, so that's also really amazing. So what we have now is Dave, Earl, Chase, and then the fourth member of what would be that team would be the cat, right? So Zelda. Would this be the moment to have Zelda say something, do you think? Because so far, we haven't really had Zelda talk. Let me get off this riser for a second. We've been withholding the moment when Zelda finally decides to speak and say something. This could be that moment. Not sure what they would say, but this may be a really opportune time to do that. Let me scoot my chair in now that I'm done standing up. And we can also go full screen for a second so we can really see both pages. All right. Man. Okay. So then we have this long panel and then two down here. So we've got 3 panels left on this page. And we are just booking it today. I'm really happy with this. This has been great. Question now is what are we going to do to wrap up this page? We've got the conundrum is that they have to register as teams. They're not entering solo. And then we have these guys sort of sussing each other out for a team. Maybe we could just have like Zelda down here. Like, man. So Zelda, first of all. And Zelda is our square-faced cat, for anybody who doesn't know that. And maybe we have Zelda like that thing cats do. When they're just too cool for school. They're just like, they're like unbothered. They're unbothered, and they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna take a bath now. Like nothing important is going on. So you just be over here licking his fur. You know, the little like eyes like that, and then just be like, I don't know what I'm doing with this arm here. I just know that I wanted it to kind of like blurpy blurp. So maybe we can do the full cat body first. And then you have like, there we go. And then cats just kind of like, their legs sort of do like this. And we can have Zelda there, and he can be like, oh man, how I like, oh, I'm totally like, not stalling. My brain is stalling here. I know kind of like the mood, the vibe I want to go for, but I'm like failing to put that into words. I think like expression wise, we kind of got it here. Like he's just got that little ooh face, right? Like little ooh face. And then we'll just bring that tail around like that. Like he's unbothered. And then you could just say something like I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, we're a team, you know, something to that impact. Maybe there's a better way to phrase it, but that's the gist of where I'm going with this. If you guys can help me with the wording a little bit, that would be amazing, because I don't feel like that's maybe the most epic way to put it. Functional, sure, but there might be a better way. There might be a better way. So I am reaching out to you guys for all your advice on how to make this more verbose. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Verbose. How to make it more verbose. What's the emotion behind we're a team? Just sort of like, I'll just say it, we are a perfect team. Yes, with the puns! Nancy swoops in with the puns. A perfect team. We'd be like, we'd make a perfect team. We'd make the perfect team. Yeah, I love it. I'll just say it. That works. That works. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so we need a speech bubble, and I need to tilt my page because I'm a wackadoo who can't read. Speaking of, oh man, so I'm like moving my page around. I'm getting up, standing, moving, twisting, turning, twerking, not twerking, but you know, all this moving around. And then I like watch Drawing with Waffles videos. I don't know if you guys watch her, but like her notebook never moves. She draws like this on a desk, on paper, with pencils and markers and whatever, and like, or she'll paint with like wash, but like, she doesn't do any of this. She's not over here tilting her page. It stays in place. She must be a contortionist with her arms doing whatever, because I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm mystified and amazed. So if you haven't noticed that before, go back and watch her videos and be just as amazed, because it is kind of mind-blowing if you think about it. She's not turning her page to get the angle she wants to draw something. So maybe we'll start with the first part of that quote, Nancy, on this side. Let me write in the words first. So we'll just say, I'll just say it. I'll just say it. And then down here, we can do on this side, we'd make the perfect team. There we go. Epic, right? No comparing yourselves to other artists. Don't be smelly. All right. Can I just be in awe? Is that fine? Can I be in awe of her ability to do that? Because I do find it is quite the talent. Alright, so let's get some speech bubbles around this dialogue. And I'm going to put like a little bit of a quirky edge, like when you ear a page, you bookmark a page, like you ear it. What is that called? Dog earing it? I don't know why it's called that, but we're gonna dog ear the corner of that quote box, just for funsies. Yeah. So now we have another panel. Wow, that guys, I don't know what you're doing, but it is just coming together so nicely. You guys are crushing this. I'm still mad at Photoshop crashed last night. Yeah, that would be super upsetting. Did you wait? Did it delete your drawing? Did it corrupt your file, or were you able to recover at least like a save point? I know it's like a game word, but like, do you have like a save point or a work in progress you were able to get back? It gives me so much anxiety when my software crashes. If you have like a program, it just quits on you unexpectedly. Oh man, that's just rough. Or like if the whole computer decides to just go to sleep and you're like, what are you doing? Ah. I'm fine. The camera's fine. We're all good. We're all good here. We're all good. Just me trying not to be too jittery from all my coffee that I've had this morning. We are going to do that with that. Control plus S, save, happens every 15 seconds automatically. It's muscle memory. That's good. At least you were able to save like a very, very recent version of your work. Thank goodness. Because that is such a frustrating feeling when you lose your work. It makes it hard to even like continue or start over if it's something that you have to like backtrack or begin all over from the beginning. Your new nickname is Jitterbug. So appropriate. That is honestly the most fitting thing. And with this brush tip pen being all like janky from me accidentally smashing it in the cap, now that I've damaged the nib, it's even more jittery. Should probably get another one, but like, try not to be that precious about it. Try not to be too precious about my process. Especially since I refuse to give up coffee. I mean, really, can I be mad about like a bent nib when I'm still drinking coffee and my hands are doing the shaky. I know I've mentioned this before, but the artist who really inspired me to go get one of these pens, like I went out of my way to order one of these brush pens off of Amazon, because I had the microns, but I was like, man, it just doesn't work the same way as what I'm seeing other people do with like the varying line weight with their pens and everything. I was like, what kind of pen is that? How do I do that? I was watching Kesh on YouTube, and he does a lot of traditional work, and he uses brush pens, and it's just the line weight variance, mwah, it's just so good. So I definitely just really wanted one of these pens, and honestly, I'm no regrets. No regrets. If I make mistakes, it's okay. It just adds character. So let's go ahead and do our cat liner now. And yeah, Jitterbug, that's pretty much gonna have to stick because I don't see that going away anytime soon. Me and my coffee habit. I'm just not ready to give it up. I'm just not. See, it's stuff like this right here. Let me pick this up for you. That line there with the cat, like where you can see kind of like where the brush is. The brush line is sort of like scratchy, and I think it's because that's where the brush was damaged. And so when I try to like make a nice smooth line, it still gets these little jitters in it. Part of that's my coffee hand, obviously. Part of that's me. But the other part is that the brush just like, it doesn't lay flat completely anymore. So I haven't done the damage to the brush. But we're good. We're still good. We're still making it work. Is this something I should put back up on the riser? Or I think that's pretty clear for now. I think we're pretty clear, and it's kind of nice to see the whole page. I'm gonna go get lunch with my coworkers. I'll miss your stream. Have a good day if it ends before I'm back. I love you guys. Perry, you're so talented. Aww, have a good lunch, Pilfer. Hope you guys have a really nice lunch. And if I'm still here when you get back, I will see you then. And if not, I will see you next time. But enjoy, and thank you for the well wishes, and thank you for coming. And let's get this cat paw in here, just like that. So I'm probably going to do the facial expression though with the other pen, because I don't trust this to get in there and do that expression well, especially with all the issues we were just talking about having with the brush pen. But we can get these cat ears. There we go. And now, time for the other pen, which is this one. And we will go over here and do our cat's expression, just like that. He needs a nose, so we'll just add that. There we go. And then text. I'm also pinging, so let me check that very quickly. Alright, that's something I can come back to soon. And yeah. So let's get this text in here, because after that we have these two boxes, and then we will have completed a whole page in probably record-breaking time. I don't think we've ever finished one of these pages that quickly, or this well. Honestly, I'm really excited about how this is turning out. I do think we are setting a new standard here with this page in like a lot of different ways. Like quality-wise, time-wise. Who could have asked for a better birthday stream? So I'll just say it. weed, make, we'd make the, Nancy, this is honestly the perfect line. I'm so excited about this one. So thank you for your punny suggestions, because this is just absolutely exactly what we needed. And I will also pop this back on. Well, I finished not typing, but writing. Well, I finished writing in the dialogue for this cat. And then once that dries, I can definitely erase. I'm going to give it a moment because I've been a little bit hasty with the eraser and I've been making some of the ink. I've been lifting some of the ink with the eraser, and then the lines are not as, you know, bold and vibrant as I would like them to be. They get a little bit grayish. So we'll wait to erase that, the pencils I mean that are underneath there, but it does look pretty awesome. And the only thing left to do is figure out where we're going with these two boxes. We can resolve this team situation and like have them all agree to it and register, or we can just kind of like read between the lines that they are registering as a team and start working on another team, like start queuing up another team for registration, or even just bring him back down here again and just have him be like, that's nice, like, or maybe they need a team name. They do need a team name. That's each team is submit the following, a team name. So at the very least, we need them to come up with a team name. And it's gonna be so hard to do without all of the team members here. So perhaps what I should do is just leave. We can decide who's proposing an idea maybe for these panels, but then like I can leave the text box empty, or at least not fill in the part where we say, call us team blank, and then like once we have more feedback from the creators of these characters. I know, Nancy, this is your character here, Callie's character up here, Jay. Nancy, you can tell me what Jay thinks is a good team name or what he wouldn't mind. I mean, he may be a little indifferent, but he also might have suggestions, so let me know if he does. And then of course, Black Cat Kitchen's kitty cat here. So between the four of you, and luckily 2 of you are in the same household, so you might be able to help me out there. And Callie, I can always talk to Callie we can all talk to Callie in Discord actually if we need to. It would be funny if Dave suggested they were Dave's Bakers. Oh, that would be funny. Team of the Crop. I do like it. Team of the Crop, because he is kind of like, you know, a plant-based critter. Ooh, you guys are good today. You guys are doing really good today. So then, sounds like we should have somebody say we need a team name, and then have somebody suggest one. And I do think Dave, of course, is going to be the first one to suggest a name, because he's going to try to take charge. And man, so I think what we're going to see here is Dave. Maybe we should have, we can either have this guy again down here being like team name, and then yeah, maybe, because that would be kind of cool since these are kind of the same sizes. If we just brought him back down here like team name with like a colon, as in like register your name, and then this guy. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere. This sounds good. Good. Okay, so in digital I could just copy paste that little drawing down here, but no, I gotta actually do the drawing myself. Oh. All right, stop crying about it, just draw the thing. Here we go. So we'll bring the clipboard back down here. And then the claw to hold the clipboard. And what was the ping? Team of the crop. That's good. I do like it. I do think it's good. Like cream of the crop, but team of the crop. I love it. Play on words for the win. So we'll go crab claw, cream of the crop. No, team of the crop. Boom, baby. So then our guys got like that, again, back to that shape, that very, what do you call it, Among Us, that very Among Us shape for this guy. And then that visor. And we can do that raised eyebrow thing again that we talked about earlier. So we can definitely kind of like sneak that one in there by bending the visor. So here we go, bent visor for that expression. And oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Why did nobody tell me? Here we go. Let's get back in here with the good stuff. Here we go. So we got that visor kind of bending up there like that, like we talked about. Like he's arching an eyebrow sort of thing, giving some expression. And get rid of that weird little tumor we got going on there with his shell. There we go. And the dialogue. We have, so he's gonna ask, oh gosh, why do I always do that when I know that there's like a little bit of text? I try to draw it or write it so much bigger than everywhere else, but it really should stay consistent. Team name, instead of a colon, it is a question, so maybe we'll just turn it into a question. And maybe I won't write it so far up the page. Give some breathing room to the top of the panel. Team name, question mark. And speech bubble. And then we can make, I'll center up the text when I write it in ink. So then we have, so we got that guy, so then what we need here is Dave. But we won't draw the exact same thing I drew up here, so we'll turn the head this time. We'll go, like the suit's going this way, like he's maybe even saying it a little bit louder than he needs to. You know, like maybe he's being a little unnecessarily loud about his suggestion. We'll go like that. Team of the crop. Yes, yes, yes. Team of the crop. And then this side of the face should have like, oh wait, it goes like trying to get this angle on him now, like we're not seeing, it's a little bit of like a 3/4 so that the head spear will come a little bit behind these petals. Like that. There we go, that's what we need. Right? You could even do cream of the crop. Cream of the crop. Team cream of the crop. I could push this one a little bit more for this petal, since it's coming kind of towards us at this angle. That's better. Cream of the crop or team of the crop? I wonder how, I probably don't have the ability to do, oh, I can create poles. Hang on. There we go. Let's see what you guys think. I did not know I could do polls, so that's news to me. We'll just leave that up there and see what you guys think. And then Dave still needs, should we have him do like scrunchy eyes, or like he's being super, how are we gonna express with his eyes that he's seizing the moment or being super expressive? Maybe we do like a little cross-eyed. That might help it just to look really fun and a little exaggerated. Like that. And I do like kind of these floating eyebrows. I think they're fun. And again with a little, push the body back like this. Here we go. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, let me get back to, so now I just need a dialog box, and I'll still leave the pull up for a little bit longer. We had a couple people drop out, but maybe we can make that available to the new the new people that pop in. And I will give myself a little bit more lead because we need it for drawing in this speech bubble. And we'll do like, no, I don't like that shape. That's not a good shape because there's nowhere to put the tail to Dave on that speech bubble. We need a different shape. So let's see. There we go, back online. Sorry about that, I fell off for a second. First time running a poll in my stream, so I clicked a button I guess I shouldn't have. It interrupted my casting, but we're back. All right, so we definitely need like a speech bubble for him to have this team name suggestion. We want him to be so we've got, oh man. I don't know why it's suddenly getting so hard. I want it to be just right. There we go. To get a tail for this speech bubble, and now we have one. It's not pointing exactly at, I feel like because the sound's supposed to come out of his mouth, it should be pointing right at it, like that. Is that a little better? And maybe the problem too is that I'm drawing this way too close to him and I need to give it some room. Yep, I think that was it. See, a little experimentation, a little moving about, a little eraser, and we will get there. We'll get where we're trying to go. And let's bring this up here like this. And what was the line? I'm trying to remember. Like, team name. Does he just blurt it out? Or does he like indicate that he's suggesting it? I feel like I had a line in mind and then I completely blanked on that when I was learning about polls. It's been a fun stream. Alrighty, I'm off to go pick up lunch. Okay, have a good one. Enjoy your lunch, been gone. And thank you for coming to the stream. I will see you in Discord and of course next time we stream. So have a good one and enjoy your meal. I'm actually going to be, as soon as we finish inking these two panels, we'll be done with the stream entirely. So let's go ahead and start throwing some ink on that while we think about the team name, and that way we'll be completely prepared. Here we go again with the brush pen. I feel like I gotta like hold my breath sometimes, like, is this gonna turn out okay? Is this gonna work? But it looks so good when it does, so it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. I guess it's just still some of those like digital jitters where I'm like, I can't edit undo if it doesn't look good. So I still get nerves. I still get those nerves. But you know, who doesn't, right? Right? And let's come over here with this guy. Give him as much of an expression here as we can manage with that. And I'm going to stand up again because we're back on the riser. It's kind of hard to draw sitting down on the riser. There we go. And come over here and pull team name across. That one came really thick, but that's okay because it is a really short line. It's 2 words, so they'll fit. They'll definitely fit. We'll be all right. And there we go. And Dave now. Getting that speech bubble in there with the fun angles. It's been a fun stream. Yes, it has been, and I'm really glad that you guys visited. It has been such a productive stream, honestly. Like, we finished a whole page. I don't normally get, like, there have been a lot of streams where we just get the sketches and not the ink. So definitely land, like, just killed it today. Like, we got through the entire page in ink. Again, that is like a new record for us, I think. So, a new record for this stream series that we're doing. Moving on up. Moving on up. Making new milestones. To be fair though, we didn't create any new character designs this week, so that could be part of it. Oops, you guys aren't really totally seeing the whole picture of what I'm inking. There we go, that's a little better. It would be fun, it would be funny if Dave suggested that they were Dave Bakers. That's what it is. They can suggest they're Dave's Bakers, and then maybe then they, oh wait. Have I scrolled all the way to, is my chat being totally transparent with me? Oh, okay. So that was an older remark that we had already looked at. So I'm gonna keep on lining, we're gonna keep on moving, keep on trucking, keep on keeping on. What do you think? Is that good? Bring that in here like this. And I think a cat is trying to get back in again. They're cats, you know how they are. They're moody and they're constantly changing their minds about coming in or going out. There we go. Kind of happy with how this angle turned out too on Dave here. It's a subtle one, like a subtle, like 3/4, I would say. Looks like a 3/4 view to me. There we go. Well, we'll just get the snoot. We're almost there. Almost completely lined the entire page. We just need to do that, and his little hint of a body down here. And of course the text, and we really are that we are getting so much done so fast this time. I'm impressed. And we have a tie, I will say, we have a tie on this team name, Cream of the Crop or Team of the Crop. So we definitely need a tiebreaker. If you want to submit your suggestion for the poll or your preference so that we can decide what it is that their team name is going to be, or what it is that Dave at least thinks their team name is going to be, you could be that person who does the tie breaking on this team name poll. Because currently we are at a 50-50 split. We are at an impasse, my friends. Team name. That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. And hopefully I wrote that well. And I'm going to grab that eraser and try not to shake the camera too much. I do apologize. It is going to wiggle. Again, this setup is temporary. We're not always going to have this issue when I go to erase. We're not always going to have a shaky cam for the erasing. Hope Black Cat Kitchen has a chance to see this, because we have officially given Zelda their first line. And she did tell us last time that Zelda would be a speaking cat, so we are golden there. Here we go. Just about there with all these pencil marks coming off the page, because the rest is now permanent. It makes it canon, right? Once the ink is on the page, it's canon. Pretty sure that's how it works. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that makes it official. Because you always have the option to redact something with a little bit of whiteout, or like a bullet tip white pen. But for the sake of argument, this is now our canon page. So we're gonna say, how about, or let's be, should he be like, let's be, or how about, is he asking or is he telling? I feel like if it's Dave, being impulsive Dave, he's probably telling. So he's probably like, let's be. Try to space it a little better. Let's be something of the maybe I can stagger it. No, we'll just do like this, of the crop, exclamation. And then of course, now that I know that, I'm gonna have to center all of it. Pretty close, my friends, pretty close. Let me finish writing these in, and then I will take down the riser and we'll take a really good look at the full page. That we have created today. And we are still at a 50-50 split on that bowl. Oh goodness, here we go. Wild times, man, wild times. Let me switch this so we have a good view. Where we were, where we're coming from, and where we're headed. Alright, so again, from top to bottom, today we have established they have to register teams. And of course, those initial 4 characters had no idea they needed to be on a team, but they would make the perfect team. And we are still undecided on the team name. And I think that's where we're gonna leave it off this stream too. So we'll just end on that cliffhanger and come back to it next stream. I will have this all colored in, and maybe I'll let Discord decide the answer to this question down here about the team name. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you for coming. It has been really, really nice to do a stream on my birthday weekend and to have you guys visit. I really appreciate all of your suggestions and your ideas. I think we made an amazing page today as a team. And just one last time, I'm going to let this rotate through my childhood photos while I do my send-off. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for your interaction and engagement, and I am really excited to color this page, like legitimately excited to color this new page, especially since, you know, we've changed scenery. And I will see you guys next time. So thank you again for coming, and check the, you know what, I'll do it real quick. I will check the, what do you call it, community tab, and tell you guys when our next stream will be. So let me not leave you hanging there. I'm not going to assign you homework. I can just let you know. Next stream will be on March 19th. So mark your calendars, or just wait for the notification to pop up in your subscriptions tab if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell notification so you do get notified when a stream is going live, and I will see you again on the 19th. Bye!